What's up, guys? So, out here getting the steps in. You feel me? You're in a state of transition, right? We talking about the state of transition in the day. That's the topic of the day, guys. Turn on the lights, man. Hit the subscribe button. You feel me? Notifications. Come on, man. Let's get them, guys. So this is a footwear for today. You know what I'm saying? I figured I'd switch it up, man. Add a little bit more context to the videos, man. Add a little bit more than a talking head joint. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like a little bit of something different. But I got these on today. You feel me? He's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Yo. All right. So in the state of transition, you're gonna realize that a lot of things are gonna go left before they go right, and what I mean is a lot of things are really gonna go left on all fronts, right? Stuff that's gonna pop up out the cut that you didn't expect, didn't plan on, right? Some friendships and relationships might fall apart. Right, you might have to uproot your entire life. You know, different things happen when we're in this state of transition. But what I notice about that, when God puts us in a state of transition, we don't really lose anything that we need. Right, in the moment it sucks, it's painful because we're like, damn, you know, oh man, I can't kick it with the homies no more because I don't smoke, or you know what I'm saying, I ain't into the street stuff no more, or you know, me and the old girl fell out, whatever the situation may be. These relationships that you thought you needed, these places that you thought you needed, these things that you think you need, you really don't need. Right? Look back on your life and think of times where you were transitioning, whether it was from teenagehood to adulthood, right? From being a kid to a teenager. We tend to let things go, right? Because they no longer serve us. And when you're in a transitional state from, okay, let me take my life from this level to this level, it's going to hit all fronts, right? It's going to be mental, it's going to be emotional, it's going to be physical. I hope it's physical. I hope you stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the gym, hitting the floor. You know, you don't have to necessarily go to the gym, but stay active, take care of yourself, right? When this type of stuff is going on, man, when you're elevated, when you're growing, when you're becoming that better version of yourself, people and things will get out your way, right? Either God moves them out your way, or they move out their way on their own accord. And it's typically God, right? You know, I'm taking a leap of faith at the end of the year, right? God gave me a message, and I'm gonna follow through with it. But I know it's gonna come just like the state of transition and now. I just launched my business, right? Just went for it. So like I said, guys, we're in a state of the transition, and when you're there, it ain't gonna make sense. You know, it don't. Some things don't make sense. You know, why me? You know, my friend of 10 years, or you know, whatever it is that pops up in your life specifically when you're trying to do things to better yourself, right? When you're trying to do things to better yourself, when you're trying to move forward, accomplish dreams, and especially if you come where I come from, well, you know what I'm saying, I come from Baltimore, so this ain't really, it's a good place, you know what I'm saying, but it's not. It got a lot of problems, just like in a lot of inner cities like this. You get what I'm saying? But when you come from environments like this, where the poverty is in the majority, right? Where black is in the majority, right? And people are accustomed to seeing you a certain type of way, or you giving off a certain type of energy. When you transition, you will damn near offend everything around you, right? Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally, because oftentimes in this case, this is God's divine separation, right? This is God's divine separation. Now, I will warn you, people are going to get offended by the new you. They're not going to like the personality change because they feel like you're being fake when really you're just trying to grow as a person. They're not going to like the fact that you don't eat bullshit no more because you care about your longevity of your health, and you think that you're better than them when you really just starting to give a fuck about yourself. Right? You know, like it's going to irritate the things that are keeping them where they are, right? It's going to irritate the enemy within them. You get what I'm saying? Oftentimes, when this happens, it also exposes a lot about the people that you're around, right? And it's it's a deal breaker. You get what I'm saying? It's a heavy burden that you must get through, because you like, damn man, well maybe did you not want me to be great? Did you not want me to be somebody who's their best self? Right? Because why would me improving offend you? Of any kind. Why would my confidence offend you? Why would my physique offend you? Why would my bank account offend you? Why would me starting a business offend you? Why would any of that bring true offense to you if you had genuine, not necessarily belief, but had a genuine interest in the betterment of my life? Right? So you're gonna go through this thing where you feel like, damn, maybe we wasn't friends at all. Maybe we wasn't, maybe that relationship, it wasn't legit at all. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced, right? I've been in relationships where the more I kept transitioning in the better direction, the more adversity I got in the relationship, right? The more I was like, you know what, let me stop doing this, the more arguments, the more, complications, the more bullshit came, right? So a lot of times it's really the fact that people want you to stay in a certain place, and it ain't even not necessarily because they don't want you to grow, right? That may or may not be the case, but they have to look. The mirror pops up. That's the thing about the transition, man. The state of transition, the mirror will pop up, and a lot of people, they can't look at that mirror. They can't look at the mirror and say, hey, wow, I got some work to do, right? I got some work to do. I got some things that I need to stop doing. I got some things that I need to start doing. I need to read. I need to nap. I need to eat better, right? Things like that. To be getting these 10,000 steps, guys, I have a sponsor. Okay, guys, so today's sponsor is Out the Way Linen by your boy, truly. I will have the links in the description. It's a clothing line that I recently just launched, guys. Getting this thing above the ground, man, because that's the way we live, and that's the motto. We staying out the way out here, man. We get into it. We doing our daily grind. A lot of the new world call it boring, but you know what you want, man. You get into your chicken bag, man. You eating your protein. You doing what you gotta do. So if you feel a little saucy, man, go ahead and show your boy some love. Hit the link. Check out the merch, man. Appreciate y'all. Onto the video. What I've noticed about the state of transition, man, this is one of the most painful and most beautiful times that you'll ever have in your life. It is usually the most painful and the most beautiful time that you have in your life. And the reason I say that is because you learn so much about you. You learn so much about how the world works. You learn much about how the interdynamics of the relationships you once treasured or still treasure. You learn how people truly see you. You learn how you see yourself. It's very introspective and outrospective. And I think that's the blessing in it. Right? Now the problem is the snips. Right? We all know what the problem is. Oh, I can't hang with these people no more. Oh, I can't go to that club no more because I don't know how to control how many times I drink, or my perversion gets crazy and I'm in there lusting for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a number of things. We keep it real over here. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's what comes with the negative aspect of it. It's having to cut off the vices, the people, the places, and things, right? And depending on how long you've been doing these things, man, this could be a very painful, both mentally and physical process. Especially if it's something like alcohol or something in that regard, like something that actually affects your genetic coding. It could be a hell of a time, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible. That doesn't mean that you can't do it. That doesn't mean that it's inevitable. But you have to make the decision to be like, okay, am I going to go this way, or am I going to go this way? Right? Am I going to go forward, or am I going to stay right where I'm at? Because typically, to be honest with you, I don't think we're ever standing still. We're either consistently going backwards or we're consistently going forwards. Right? I think we do have those standstill moments, those moments of stagnation. But in its entirety, I don't think it's that. I think truthfully, I'm either going constantly at a slow or fast rate moving forward, or I'm moving constantly at a slow or fast rate moving backwards. All right, guys, so it's your boy Ozzy, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? And I got another video dropping for you guys, man. Make sure you stay tuned because the next one's going to be a banger. And you're going to know where we're going to take this empire. I'm out.